Now in Toledo news this morning, gun safety, the importance of having this conversation with kids. Plus, genealogy discovery. You can make one for yourself today. I'll explain this morning. And memorial concert, keeping the memory of a local singer alive by helping others. It's Saturday, October 22nd, 2022. Good Saturday morning, I'm Jaden Jefferson, and thanks for starting your weekend with Toledo News this morning. We're going to first begin things off with the check of that forecast. Expect a sunny Saturday with a high in the lower 70s and a low in the low 50s. Now through the fall of 2023, southbound I-75 is reduced to 2 lanes between South Avenue and Buck Road. All right, it's the real deal now, folks. Halloween is over a week away, and Lucas County K-9 Care and Control is offering an opportunity for your little ones to get in on the fun early. LC4's third annual Trunk or Treat will take place today at their Erie Street location from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. There will be decorated trucks, food trucks, a photo booth, and some family-friendly games. Also happening today, a benefit concert in memory of a local singer. Ann Rothman was a beloved singer who passed away from metastatic breast cancer last year. So in her memory, a benefit concert is happening today from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. in Glass City Metro Park to raise funds for Medivivor, a nonprofit organization. The concert itself is free, but proceeds from donations and a silent auction will go toward the nonprofit, which specializes in offering support to men and women going through MBC. According to the CDC, guns are the leading cause of death for children in America, which is why a Cleveland Clinic expert is raising awareness.
This is so largely preventable. I think that is the most important piece of this conversation, is that the more we talk about it, the more we normalize these conversations, the more we create awareness. That is the first step to preventing tragedies.
Dr. Grover says in terms of prevention, there are steps parents can take to help keep their kids safe. For example, if the parent is a gun owner, they should have their weapons locked up with the ammo stored separately. And if your child is going to a friend's house, she encourages parents to talk to each other about whether they own a gun. She says there is nothing wrong with asking that question and finding out if they're properly storing their weapons out of the reach of kids. It's also important to talk to your children about gun safety as well, so they understand what to do if they are ever in a dangerous situation. Dr. Grover notes that more pediatricians are starting to have these conversations with their patients. She adds that they're here to educate and not judge. The Door Street Coalition is set to host a town hall meeting on Monday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Mott Branch Library in Toledo. The coalition is inviting neighbors to join in on this effort to revitalize the neighborhood and discuss issues that currently impact the community. For updates from the Door Street Coalition, find them on Facebook and Instagram. The city of Toledo is partnering with the EPA for an event to inform you on lead and how to protect children from it. The event will be held Wednesday, November 9th from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. at the main library in downtown Toledo. To register, visit ToledoUnderstandingLead.eventbrite.com. Halloween is coming up, so who wouldn't want to know the history behind scary clowns? Well, if you're one of those people who do, the University of Toledo has an event for you. Dr. Daniel Campora, an associate professor in the Department of English Language and Literature at the University of Toledo, will explore coulrophobia, the extreme fear of clowns, including its origins, history, and popular culture, as well as real life. The lecture will take place Thursday on the first floor of the Carlson Library. The Toledo Lucas County Public Library is hosting a genealogy event this weekend, so give me an idea of what people can expect.
All right, think Ancestry.com, but right here inside the Toledo Library. Whether you're just starting to figure out what your family tree looks like, or you're diving deeper into it, or you've made it to a certain branch on your family tree and you need a little help with that leaf or that branch trying to figure it out. We're going to bring all those resources right here to you so that you can figure out the genealogy holes that you might not know in your family history.
And why should people want to know more about their family history? Because for me, that's something that seems pretty fascinating and you'd want to know more about.
Yeah, I think that it is. It's really fascinating to know where you came from and the history of your family. And there might be things that you do know, and there might be things you don't know. And I think it's those pieces that you don't know that are really cool. It's that token that you take away where, oh my gosh, I didn't know my great grandmother this or my great grandfather this. And just to find out not only, if you were Irish or if you were French, but to find out kind of what your ancestors did. It's really cool to see, how you got to where you are today.
And I looked at the events page for this event, and it seems like there are going to be a bunch of different activities and things happening during this event.
Yeah, what's really cool is we're bringing in a nationally renowned genealogist. He's done TED Talks before, and he's going to be right here inside Main Library. And he has 4 or 5 different things that he's going to talk about in these breakout sessions. So anything you want to know, obviously go to those sessions, but also you can ask him questions. We built in some time between each of those sessions where you can talk with him, and we'll also have one-on-one genealogy sessions. So you meet one-on-one with the genealogist, and if you do have things that you've been working on, you can bring them and kind of get help where you need it. It's not always the easiest thing, especially if you get stuck in one part. You're like, what do I do next? Where do I go? So we're hoping to help you with that.
And the library does offer plenty of resources for genealogy, even outside of this event. So give people an idea of what those resources are.
Yeah, so we have lynda.com, which is similar to ancestry.com, that dives deep. And again, all those library resources are free, which is always nice. And we have a whole genealogy department up in our local history department that can help you. And people that specifically, they love this stuff. They want to help you. And so outside of, if you can't make it on Saturday, October 22nd, you can always come here and we always can help you with your genealogy. It doesn't have to just be at the genealogy fair, but it's a great place to get started, and then we can always help you from there.
Well, this is definitely going to be an event that a lot of people are going to have to go to. And again, it's happening today from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the main library branch. Christy Kopanis of the Toledo Lucas County Public Library, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
So overall ready? Well, that's Saturday's news. Have a great weekend.